Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil, our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts, all beauty rich and rare. In history's page let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains that let us sing, advance Australia fair.
All right, good morning. Please have a seat. Pro-Chancellor, graduates, guests, and members of the university community, good morning and welcome. My name is Tim Maillet. I'm the Director of Future Learners here at UTS. Graduations are one of the most important events in our calendar. This year, the university will hold approximately 50 events, both here in Sydney and in Shanghai. We're also delighted that some of today's graduates are attending, having previously missed the opportunity to attend due to the pandemic. I'd like to introduce you to the official party who are here on stage with us today. Seated at the center of the stage is Dr. Jack Steele, Pro-Chancellor, who will preside over this ceremony. The Pro-Chancellor is joined today by Professor Vicky Chen, Provost and Senior Vice President, Mr. David Brennan, UTS Young Alumni Award winner, who will deliver the occasional speech. Professor Kathy Walsh, Associate Dean, Research and Innovation, UTS Business School, who will be presenting graduates this morning. The other people seated on stage are Dr. Patrick Tooth, member of the UTS Council, professors, academics, and professional staff from faculties and institutes who have played such a large part in the success of today's graduates. It gives me great pleasure to invite Dr. Jack Steele, Pro-Chancellor of the University, to formally open proceedings.
Good morning, everybody. In the name of the Council, I declare this congregation of the University of Technology, Sydney, to be duly assembled. On behalf of the University of Technology, Sydney, before we begin the proceedings, and on behalf of all present, I'd like to acknowledge and pay respects to the traditional owners of the land on which we're meeting, the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation. It's upon their ancestral land that UTS stands. Similarly, I'd also like to pay respects to the elders, both past and present, acknowledging them as the traditional custodians of knowledge for this place. In this graduation ceremony, we will celebrate the conferral of awards upon graduates from the UTS Business School. Today's ceremony marks a great achievement for the graduates and recognises the support that they have received from family and friends, many of whom are here today. We warmly welcome you, and together we will celebrate the achievements of the graduates. I now invite Professor Kathy Walsh, the Associate Dean, Research and Innovation of the UTS Business School, to present graduates.
Pro-Chancellor, I invite graduates in the UTS Business School to stand. Pro-Chancellor, the UTS Council has resolved that candidates recommended to it by the Faculty Board in Business as eligible for awards have completed all requirements of a course of study approved by the Board and has conferred these awards upon them. Pro-Chancellor, I now present those graduates from UTS Business School who are here before you to acknowledge the awards for which they have qualified.
On behalf of the Council of the University of Technology, Sydney, I congratulate graduates on their achievements in obtaining the awards for which they have qualified.
graduates please be seated? Pro-Chancellor, UTS Business School conducts innovative research across all major business disciplines. Our aim is to produce research which is not only academically excellent, but also knowledge that impacts the world in which we live. Pro-Chancellor, I present to you graduates receiving research degrees. The following students have graduated with the Doctor of Philosophy. Anirudh Dhawan, for a thesis entitled Investor Biases in Financial Markets, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor Professor Talis Putnams and co-supervisors Professor David Michalik and Associate Professor Vinay Patel. Pro-Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Anirudh Dhawan. T. Mai Luong, for a thesis entitled Selection Efforts of Lender and Borrower Choices on Risk Measurement, Management and Prudential Regulation, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor Professor Harold Shule and Alternative Supervisor Associate Professor Vitaly Alexiev. Pro-Chancellor, I present to you Dr. T. Mai Luong. Alice Carroll Thomas, for a thesis entitled Downside Risk and Volatility Dynamics in Financial Markets, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor Associate Professor Zhanxing Wang and co-supervisor Associate Professor Christina Nikotopoulos Sklibosios. Pro-Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Alice Carroll Thomas. Pro-Chancellor, we will now present to you our coursework graduates receiving awards today.
The following students have graduated with the Master of Finance, Jun Lin Chen. Ma Cristina Isis de la Cruz. Mitchell Edward Dickens. Xiao Wen Hu. Julian Chan Min Lee. Jiaxin Li. Shen Yi Li. Huyen An Nguyen. Yu In Wang. Xin Xuan Xu. Zhang Juan Yan. Jia Yu Zhu. Mariondina Zuniga Ramirez. Master of Financial Analysis, Jeremy Paul Blackford. Xiao Fan Luo. Nawapon Sribun Mak. Bachelor of Business with Distinction, a Bachelor of Arts in International Studies, Laura Catherine Finn. Bachelor of Business with Distinction, Bachelor of International Studies, Jared Sapsford. Bachelor of Business with Distinction, Bachelor of Languages and Cultures, Adam Michael Graham. Bachelor of Business with Credit, Bachelor of International Studies, Amy Bendixson. Bachelor of Business with Credit, Bachelor of Languages and Cultures, Michaela Argias. Madeline Elizabeth Ford. Bachelor of Business with Distinction, Diploma in Innovation, Cameron de Jong. Joshua Francis Godfrey. Maxwell Thomas Macarang. Joshua Barry Tui. Bachelor of Business with Credit, Diploma in Innovation, Maxwell Bennett. May Daewed Tun. Bachelor of Business with Distinction, Adriano Alessandri. Alexander Simon Ascroft. Aaron James Bannerman. Ruby Annalisa Blackhall. Fahim Khoury. Luke Philip Craparotta. Gemma Davey. Lara Caitlin Enriquez. Jaden Wing Kang Foon. Daniel Joseph Galassi. Michael Jukic. Jasper Luck Chi. Elijah Benedict Mactor. Ashley Jo Marks. Veronica Marquez. Giovanni Matteo. Lachlan McIntosh. Bridget McKee. Lodi Alexandra Musa. Nathan Adam Moxie. Leslie Samuel Moody. Jia Yu Eng. Famila Kim Ah Nguyen. Georgia Rose Osborne. Cheda Fatma Özdemir. Julia Pejkovic. Akram Rahal. Marcus John Reynard. Nicole Lewis Robertson. Aya Saleh. Alexandra Soliman. Alina Ijati. Din Ngok Lan Van. Jack Vitalika. Kyle Whitted. Bachelor of Business with Credit, Maya Ali. Mary Teresa Asaf. Eric Attard. Kwame Bafoe Amoahene. Kate Bainey. Rocco Arthur Board. Jasmine Cairns. Satjot Kaur Chahal. Natasha Chandra. Kimberly Chen. Thomas Stanford Mark Chubb. Jessica Mary Jane Colley. Jessica Louise Curran. Casey Earl. Ryan El Sagir. Jonathan L. Katzi. Tex Fletcher. Georgios George Ellis. Madison Goodrick. Alfonso Haj. Charlotte Louisa Harry. Seamus Desmond Hart. Bridget Louisa Haynes. Ellen Sophia Kalantzis. Angelica Yuen Mi Kang. Nina Karunakar. Anthony Cassis. Jacob Anthony Calder. Matthew Robert Kidner. Deborah Linda Kiernan. John Mitchell Krieger. Ya Ming Law. T. Min Chao Le. T. Ngok Tao Le. Harper Reid Meidru Liao. Sally Lutovsky. Nicole Marino. Jessica Mashmet. Isabella Mayday. Claire McGann. Jared Carlin Meyer. Maximus Michael Minenko. Juhi Mishra. Michelle Murr. Edward Jameson Oppenheim. Marissa Papaulidis. Luke Kenneth Pardee. Alexia Rose Paterno. Brianna Polzel. Maria Gabrielle Alconga Policarpio. Bianca Jade Powditch. Harris Joseph Ratcliffe. Amber J. Richards. Daniel Rindfleisch. Zachariah Sabune. Aya Saleh. Jasmine Rose Salvatore. Danielle Sandbar. Savinay Sharma. Ruben Shepherd. Adam James Sowerby. Tuong V. Chuang. Eleni T. Dominas. T. Tui Chang Wu. Kate Wachby. Ben James Walsh. Joel Wiles. Georgia Patricia Vasaliki Zumas. Hannah Vinola Ang. Emily Mazzitelli. Bachelor of Business, Harry William Charalambos. Ho Tang Darren Cheng. Matthew Habib. Harrison Hurd. Wan Ting Huang. Liu Ai Huyn. Mafid Islam. Samuel Kanan. Ying-Ye Lau. Charlotte Maxworthy. Zabel E. Noor. Joshua Reynaldo. Fiorello Tanujaya. Yu-Ching Xiao. Bachelor of Management with Credit, Angelica Tan.
Pro-Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of graduates from UTS Business School.
So on behalf of all at UTS, I would again like to say a huge congratulations to our new graduates. And just as importantly, to your family and friends who have given their support, love and understanding during your studies. Finishing a degree is a major milestone, and we don't underestimate the amount of hard work and sacrifices that you've made in reaching this goal. You should be very proud of what you've achieved. Your university is certainly very proud of you. Your graduation is one of the most important moments in your life, and it brings with it both opportunities and also challenges. The opportunities available have never really been greater. UTS graduates are held in high esteem by employers, not only because of the quality of the education that you've received, but also because of the university's very practical nature. Conversely, the challenges in the workplace have never been greater. Scrutiny and the expectations of society are already very high and continue to grow. I'd urge you all to maintain the highest level of professional and personal integrity. Confront with courage the inevitable ethical dilemmas as they arise, and remember the caution that the behaviour that you walk past is the behaviour that you condone. Beyond the opportunities and challenges, a graduation signals that you've gained new knowledge. Use it wisely and responsibly. Ensure that your impact is a positive one, that you are seen to contribute and not be a taker. I say this particularly because you are graduates of the University of Technology. Technology can certainly be applied as a force for good. But we also need to be alert to the unintended consequences of technology. And even more importantly, the applications of technology which are intentionally not benign. There will be times, however, when knowledge alone is just not enough. You'll be required to make judgments where the answer is not clear. Judgments informed by experience, but particularly the experience that we all get when we make mistakes. We all make mistakes, but they provide the best learning and build the reserves of judgment upon which we can later draw. So my challenge to you, to all of you here today, is to make sure you make enough space and time to acquire and deepen your judgment skills. That'll involve something inconvenient, turning off the laptop and the iPhone to just think about things. Think about the questions you need to ask. Think about the sorts of answers that you come up with. Think about the judgment calls that you need to make. So finally, we hope that your relationship with UTS does not end here. Your career will evolve in multiple ways, in multiple dimensions, requiring new and continuous learning. And we're very focused on how we can support you, our alumni, in your lifelong learning requirements. So now we welcome you to the global UTS alumni community. That's a community that's 270,000 strong. Please stay in touch and stay involved. Remember, our alumni office is your lifelong connection to UTS. So once again, may I congratulate you and wish you every success in applying the skills and knowledge that you've gained from our world-class institution. I now invite Professor Vicky Chen, the Provost and Senior Vice President, to introduce the occasional speaker.
Pro-Chancellor, before I introduce the occasional speaker, I wish to add my congratulations to our new graduates and welcome to the UTS family. And thanks again to the family and friends for their playing such a crucial part for graduates during their UTS journey and beyond. Now today, our occasional speaker is Dr. David Brennan. David Brennan is a senior executive in the investment management industry and a seasoned non-executive director in finance, health, and not-for-profit landscapes. David began his investment career at Macquarie Bank as a graduate and currently serves as a director of distribution for U Ethical Investors, a $1.4 billion Australian-based multi-asset class fund manager. David was a previous chairman of the Dry July Foundation, the Australasian College of Sports, Exercise and Physicians, and the Doctors Health Services Australia, Doctors for Doctors. Other board and subcommittee appointments also include the Royal Australian and New Zealand College of Obstetricians, Gynecologists, and the Society for Hospital Pharmacists Australia, Australian Literary Studies, and Access Health New Zealand. What a wide range of interests. David has also held Commonwealth appointments at the Australian Taxation Office and the Office of the Registrar for Indigenous Corporation, ORIC. David completed a Bachelor of Business at UTS after completing undergraduate studies in finance and international management at ESC Rouen in France. David also holds a Senior Executive Master of Business Administration from Melbourne University's Melbourne Business School and is a graduate of the Australian Institute of Company Directors. In 2020, David was recognized as the Australian Financial Review's Boss Magazine as a Young Executive of the Year. It gives me great pleasure to introduce Dr. David Brennan to deliver this occasional address.
Thank you, everyone. It sounds like I should have, I wanted to be a doctor. Pro-Chancellor Steele, Presiding Vice-Chancellor Chen, Presiding Dean Walsh, staff, distinguished guests, graduates, and your loved ones. I wish you a very warm welcome here today, held on acknowledged Gundgal land, where I'm honoured and humbled to join you in Sydney in offering a heartfelt congratulations to you all. It's not that long ago that I sat in this very room, just towards the back there actually, I think, having just finished my last exam of my bachelor degree, which I think it was called Portfolio Management, which was a ruse because it was advanced calculus and it aged me rapidly. But it was probably a good thing for things to come because I remember feeling, so excited, so happy when I was walking out of the main doors for a very quiet lobby. It was a summer afternoon and I walked the short distance home to Darlington, and it was an outstanding moment in my life, and one that I hope that you now feel as well in terms of the pride. Pride not only for all the sacrifices that you've made, having to attend all of your lectures, get your assignments done on time, all the group work study sessions, all that exam preparation, it's now done. But not just for your efforts, but in fact for all the efforts of those here today and those who are not, who all helped in their own way to support you in your studies, and the happiness and pride for you is no doubt significant. As an investment manager, I've had the privilege to navigate some pretty turbulent and unpredictable waters of the financial world. So I've seen bull markets charge, bear markets hibernate, and occasionally a fair amount of monkey business as well in between. But also being involved in health organisations, especially through COVID, you learn a thing or two about resilience, a fair amount about stress as well, but at the same time, it's with that lens I wanted to try and offer gently some wisdoms that I picked up along the way. So I guess the important question is, from here, where to next? And some of you might already be working in the fields of your chosen discipline. Some of you may not have chosen your exact pathway ahead. But the good news is that you only need to choose something that you're interested in, because this has always been my mantra, and I've always found my curiosity and its satisfaction to be a huge motivator, which is why it's not necessarily important to know exactly where the path's going to lead you, but just choose a direction and walk towards it. And if you need guidance, ask for help. Because it's always been immensely consistent in my career and in my personal life just to ask for advice and to accept sometimes the humility that you do need help. But I can guarantee you, when you do ask for advice, you'll get both advice and that help. Having been in a lot of situations where I'm often the youngest person in the room sitting around a meeting table, I realised the best way to get ahead was to focus on getting advice from those who had a lot more experience than me. I've always found in my professional career that people, no matter how senior or more experienced than I was, were always willing to lend a hand and teach me something new. And I've always found that if I ask for advice on a particular issue, I get the greatest amount of help in terms of getting to a solution or outcome. But it's not just from a technical perspective, I guess, you can ask for advice. For example, some of the best advice I was ever given was about building your network and ensuring, as the Pro-Chancellor said, that you always act in the utmost professional and ethical way. And that's because your contemporaries now will be your contemporaries in 3 or even 4 decades. That's a long time. But that means that forming your relationship network over time can only pay dividends exponentially. And as you broaden these networks, you'll become more effective in your working life and your ability to grow different opportunities as they come. So on the topic of speed in terms of which you capture these opportunities, a great mentor of mine also told me that the fastest way to get somewhere is often the slowest. That probably comes from the fact that even when I was sitting where you are now, very energised, very enthusiastic, I wanted to propel my professional career quite quickly, especially now having been armed with a UTS Business degree under my arm. I was very keen and motivated. I was ready to take on the world. And so I always sought out the expectation of progression with my line manager and focused on achieving outcomes that would see me move ahead. But as I did this, it soon dawned on me that it was much more advantageous to slow down, to absorb the environment, make deeper connections, and learn more from the people around me. This was an important thing for me to focus on rather than always thinking ahead of what might be the next best thing. And it would inevitably give me a much more powerful starting position when it came to those capturing of those opportunities. And as Pro-Chancellor said, talking about failure, sitting where you are now, before my final exam, I took another exam and walked into the room, maybe how some of you have felt before, a little underprepared. So I sat the exam. A few weeks later, staring back at me from the computer screen, told me that I'd failed a subject. And so, hopefully you guys haven't been in that situation too many times, but for me, it was about making sure that I changed my determination levels, changed the effort that I put in, and ended up getting a distinction for that subject. And it was the last one I told you about, the calculus one. But in terms of some of the best stories that I saw looking at failures and learning from them, was that Jerry Seinfeld got booed off the stage at his very first comedy stand-up. Henry Ford's 2 car companies failed, and probably my favourite is Albert Einstein's primary school labelled him as mentally slow. So my point is that when you fail, you've got to try again, and there's a reason that you hear this anecdote so many times, because at the time of failure, you're not trying to think constructively. So it's important to do that, because otherwise it becomes destructive, which is no good for anyone. But I urge you also to recognise the gift that you receive today. And so a degree from a globally recognised university is a privilege. And regrettably, it's not one that everyone gets access to. That privilege requires the exercise of one of the most important things that I learnt here at UTS, which was the sense of community. That might mean different things to different people in whatever communities that you're in, but whether or not it's volunteering your time to sling a snag at a barbecue at Bunnings or join a charity that's promoting the cause of social justice, it's really important to always be giving back more than you take. Pro-Chancellor also mentioned the UTS Alumni Network. So your hard-fought degree is something that can be nurtured and treasured. And so being part of a global club of more than 270,000 people can give you access to resources, encouragement, knowledge, experiences, and most of all, fun. And so your UTS Alumni Network is something that will help you keep you in touch with the university and vice versa. Graduates, you're stepping into a world of limitless possibilities, one filled with pandemics, the evolution of artificial intelligence, growing and changing geopolitical tensions, turbulent climate conditions, and even the rise of TikTok. Challenges await, but so do the opportunities. So may I say, without doubt, your own unique brand and the blend of knowledge, ambition, and a touch of audacity will take you as far as you want to go. So dream big, work hard, and always remember to find both joy and kindness in the journey. It's about the connections that we make, the lives that we touch, and the memories and impact that we create. So go forth. Good luck.
I would like to thank our occasional speaker, David Brennan, for his occasional address on this important day for you as UTS graduates. He reflected on the empowerment of you as graduates due to the preparation efforts that leading you up to this milestone. And he's also reflect on how you as graduates will navigate both turbulent times and finding a diverse and unique pathway toward your goals. I think it's really lovely to think about seeking advice from those generous and enough to share their wisdom and their networks, and also to emphasize the importance of personal growth, taking time to find those deeper connections, communities, and learning even through failure. So thank you so much for your presentation. So in conclusion, let me say that the best wishes and the pride of the university go with each and every UTS graduate. Congratulations again.
Pro-Chancellor, guests and graduates, that occasional address concludes the formal proceedings of today's ceremony. On behalf of the Pro-Chancellor, I invite you to join the official party for refreshments. These will be served in the Great Hall foyer and in the balcony room just outside this room. The photography, framing, and memorabilia services are located down on level 4, down the stairs. The academic procession is about to leave the Great Hall. So as it does, I invite our new graduates to join the procession, which will end in the balcony room. Would the congregation please rise for the academic procession?